like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Pushes him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Coming left is Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kwity Paye make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
53, check 53. Hey, keep it up.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Andy.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing first and goal, looking to regroup.
Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Taylor again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistants...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Saints 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Sheds off the tackle, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go play action here on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they can't bring him down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Taylor. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Shim. Watch out. Watch out now. 50 Fury. There you go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Colts 35, Saints 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down and 7. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, it's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protect.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 31.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Now Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 2nd and 11. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
45, Saints 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 3. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got Hamler.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating.